Welcome back to Home versus House. I'm Lisa, and this is a channel where I share budget-friendly home decor and lifestyle ideas. Guys, today I am coming back to give an update to my summer living room and what I've done with my living room for this summer. So I'll walk you through. I did do a different setup from the last time I showed this place. I moved around some furniture. I bought in some other furniture from other places in my home. And I think I also got a couple of new blue and white pieces as well. I'm trying to think. Yes, I think I have like 3 new pieces in here, but let's get started. So I'm trying to think which direction to start on. So I could start with this blue wall here. I did this wall the end of last summer. It's a navy blue wall, and I just have one piece on this wall, which is this thrifted mirror that I had spray painted a gold tone last year as well. And so I had it up on this wall prior, and I've moved it over here this time around. Then if we move over to this wall, I kept this thrifted piece up here, a standalone piece. I did get 2 lamps for here because I used a pair that I had out here in my bedroom. And then this lampshade I've had for some years. This blue and white pot, I am going to transplant some house plants in there, but it was a pair, and I recently picked those up thrifted for $2.50 a pot. So I have it sitting on some garden books that I also got thrifted. And I have this thrifted again coaster that's sitting there so you can put your cold or hot drinks on. The throw pillows I showed for last time, they were a combination of DIY and pillows that I had before in my home. And then this blanket, this knitted blanket, I usually bring this out summer and spring because it's lighter and it's cotton. In this corner, I just have a similar setup from the other side with this thrifted lamp, and then the other pot. Up here, I have some of my blue and white decor that I picked up last year. This one here is new, so I recently got this. Also thrifting, and I just have them up here on some books. I have my announcer guy in that corner as well. And then these 2 chairs were not out here in this space before, and I recently bought them out. And then I have just 2 DIY pillows. A couple of months ago, I did a video on my DIY pillows where I just picked up fabric from various fabric stores, and I recovered throw pillows that I already had. So I have a set of these 2 armchairs here, and they're very comfortable, and I felt like they went with the space. They're a orange and white stripe, and I have a lot of orange and peachy tones in here as well as blues. This rug I showed in my last video, so I got those I think the end of last year, beginning of this year. And it was a nice addition to here, and it was actually the inspiration for bringing in some of the blues and terracottas and peach orange color in here. This coffee table was a thrifted coffee table that I've had in my home for a while, and I also switched it out with the one, it was downstairs in my family room for the most part, and I switched it up here and bought the one that I usually have up here down in my family room. I have thought recently to stain it a darker tone just to kind of go with the dark tones that's in here, but I haven't 100% decided on that, so I just kept it as is. These two candle stands are a recent thrifted find, and the top part was a silver and I spray painted it gold, and it makes just a really nice addition to this space that already has some blue and white. This blue vase was also a thrifted item. I think I got those last year sometime, and then I just have some full ferns here, and then I have it sitting on a picture frame that I took down from my wall, and I just have it sitting here. I feel like it brings in again some of that tones that I already have in this space. All right, so then let's go to this corner. I didn't do much here. I had this thrifted mirror and two baby pictures of my my kiddos who are grown now, but I just have the black and white photos here. And then I have this wooden table on this side, or this wooden side table rather, that I've had for many, many years. In fact, the store that I purchased this in, I think almost 13 years ago, has since closed down. And then I have this golden lamp here. Another thrifted item that I recently picked up for 10 bucks at my local restore. And then this love seat, I had it further out for a cozier look in the warmer weather, and then I just pushed it back up against this bookshelf that I've had also for a few years. And then I just display a few books, again with some of my blue and white thrifted finds. One of my indoor plants is sitting up there as well. And then, guys, my pink walls. It's actually a coral kind of terracotta color, but it shows up pink. So this is something that I've wanted to do for quite some time. I wanted a wallpaper effect, but the pricier, the more quality wall prints that I saw just was a little bit too much out of my price range. And so even the stick and peel, the ones that I really wanted with these tones were a little bit pricey. Plus I didn't want to go through the hassle of actually putting up wallpaper. So this was an easier, more budget-friendly option where I already had the paint, both the white and this coral tone paint sitting in my garage. So I just got to work on that, and I of course painted the coral first and then let it dry for a day or so, and then I went over it with some white paint and this faux stem, just dipped it in the white paint lightly and dabbed it on the wall, and I got that effect. And so I'm really pleased with this accent wall. And again, it just adds to the kind of terracotta peach-ish vibe, orangish vibe, shall we say, in this room. And so I really am happy with the way it turned out. And then I just have some these are some vintage prints that I got from Amazon actually. And I just have it in some thrifted frames here. Up here I have my Monstera plant that has grown pretty tall, so I just have it up here out of the way. And then I added this bigger mirror to this space. It was also a thrifted mirror that I spray painted gold tones, and I just really like the embellishment on here, and it just works with just the warmth of this room. I have these 3 candle sticks here, or candle stands here. They were also thrifted, as well as the golden candles. And then I just have this other thrifted blue and white piece that I picked up last summer over here. Down underneath, I have this peace lily plant that I've had for some years now. And then I have it sitting in this pot that I had gotten off of clearance at HomeGoods a few months ago. My watering can, and then just some utensils for my fireplace. Over on this side, I have this thrifted, this is actually a sewing machine table that I am using out here. I've also thought about extending it some and making it a little bit bigger to use as just a desk that you can sit on and get some work done. But for now, I just have a houseplant sitting here and a couple of other thrifted pieces. This blue lamp I picked up at, I think it was Goodwill some months ago. And then up above, I just have this mirror, also thrifted. So as you can see a pattern in this room and throughout my home, I have a lot of thrifted items that I've either spray painted another color just to spruce it up, or use it in different way. I do have a lot of mirrors, I think 4 or 5 mirrors here, just to add some light and reflection of light. I have I would say a cozy home where the spaces are not that large. So I'm using mirrors throughout my home just to kind of reflect that light to the different spaces. And then I just have a baby picture of myself down in the bottom frame. So guys, that is it for my summer living room. And what I've done with here so far. So I think from the last video of this space, again, I've pushed back some furniture to make it a little bit more airy in here, but I've also bought in some pieces to add more seating in here as well. So really like the setup of here so far. Love the blue and white pieces that I've been collecting since last summer, and along with the gold tones and the orange, peach, terracotta tones in here as well. And the other thing that I try to do with my designs is that I try to look to see how from each season as I'm decorating, I don't have to do a whole lot of changes. So these colors here, I definitely can see me using it in summer, in fall. To fall, I'm already thinking of adding some more like burnt orange to what's already here. I think it'll go nicely. It'll pick up some of the burnt orange color in the rug. And then winter, I can see me adding some reds, which is not far off from the burnt orange in here without changing a whole lot. And then spring and summer, adding some of the lighter colors as I've done here so far. So that's the other thing about designing my home or decorating my home. I am looking to see where, as I transition from season to season, I am not having to do a whole lot of decorating, but just adding to what's already here or taking away a few items or replacing a few items. So just a budget-friendly tip. Also in my home, I'm noticing for the last, probably this end of last year, beginning of this year, my style has changed much in my inside of my home, where I had a lot more, my decor style in the past have been more rustic, and I'm still using the rustic pieces. I've transferred them to my backyard, my outdoor living space there, and it works really nicely there as well. And so again, another budget-friendly tip in decorating your home: moving around pieces from place to place that you already have some stable, solid pieces that you like, but maybe your style have changed some. So anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling off and I'm gonna leave you here. I hope to show other spaces in my home that I'm also updating, but that's to come. Guys, thank you so much for staying with me, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.